Welcome back, everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Cout statement. So in order to make this work, all you need to do, and by the way, you should type out what I type out here, is you need to type in Cout, and then whenever you have these two quotes here, it is a string, meaning that you can type in characters. You can say, "This is so awesome," right? And then essentially, you need to go ahead and put a semicolon after that. And what that means is that the computer knows that it's done reading a line of code. So what it does is that you have the Cout, and then if you don't put in the semicolon here, it won't work. So let's go ahead and run that here. And you'll see that there are two things that happen here. It says, "Hello world, this is awesome." And you'll also note that there's this /n here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. And we're going to go ahead and run it. And I should point out at this point in time that you should always run your code and you should always test early. It is probably the best thing you can do. It doesn't matter if you're making the smallest little app or the biggest game ever. You should always test early. Okay, so you can see here that when I took out that /n, what happens is that the "this is awesome" is now in the same line, and there are these certain commands where you can go ahead and put them in there. For example, the /n is something that just essentially returns the line here. So you can see that it then puts it on the next line. All right, so Cout is something that we're going to be using quite a bit here. Now, I should point out that if you put the Cout here in a different spot, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this here and put that here, and we're going to run it, and it's going to come up with an error. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about errors in the next tutorial here, but remember, everything that you do has to be within this int main here. And if we go ahead and run that again, you'll see that it works, but it has to be in this int main, and I'm going to explain all that in a second. All right, I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.